Philippines, tagged as the Pearl of the Orient, in Western Pacific region. A country with a variety of natural resources, and a globally significant level of biodiversity. But, due to unstable political system, widespread corruption on national level, and lack of public infrastructure, the prosperous country faded its fame in the last decades. However, as the country undergo internal reforms that aims to regain its former glory, the government built numerous projects, as the Philippines currently experienced its golden age of infrastructures as the strong foundation in boosting its economic activities towards a prosperous country. Today, we will feature the top project in the sectors of aviation, railroads, bridges and urban development, including the reclamation projects. The biggest rail projects in the Philippines are the Metro Manila Subway and the North-South Commuter Rail. Dubbed as the project of the century, the Metro Manila Subway is an under-construction underground rapid transit line in Metro Manila, Philippines. The 36-kilometer line, which will run north to south between cities of Quezon, Pasig, Makati, Taguig, and Pasay. The first alignment consists of 15 stations from the Quirino Highway to FTI Integrated Terminal. It will become the country's second direct airport rail link after the North-South Commuter Railway, with a branch line to Ninoy Aquino International Airport. As Philippines is inching closer towards having its first subway system, the Department of Transportation, DOTR, unveiled on February 2021 a part of a tunnel boring machine, the head cutter, that is crucial to the construction of the Metro Manila Subway. On December 22, the transport agency announced that it had ordered a total of 240 train cars for the upcoming Metro Manila Subway. Following a contract package signing between the Philippine government and the Sumitomo Corporation and the Japan Transport Engineering Company joint venture, the deal has a total approved cost of 367 billion pesos for the design, supply, installation, construction, testing, and commissioning of train sets for the subway line. That's for 240 train cars or for the 38-car train sets. The first phase of the project, which is 4 stations from East Valenzuela to North Avenue, is already under construction and expected to be up and running by the end of 2021 or early 2022, with the rest of the subway scheduled to become operational by 2026. The North-South Commuter Railway, also known as the Clark-Calamba Railway, is a 148 km urban rail transit line being constructed in Luzon. The 36 station lines run from New Clark City in Capiz Tarlac, via Clark International Airport, passing through Metro Manila to Calamba, Laguna. The railway system is expected to cost $14.9 billion, making it one of the most expensive projects of the Philippines infrastructure program. Partial operations will begin by 2021, and full operations is expected to begin by 2025. The project is co-financed by the Asian Development Bank (ADB) and the Japanese International Cooperation Agency. The project's construction is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1, the 38 km NSCR North commuter line between Todoban in Metro Manila and Malolos in the province of Bulacan. The construction of the line reached a 43% completion rate as of January 2021. Phase 2, the 53 km NSCR North Regional Line from Malolos via Clark International Airport to New Clark City. Phase 3, PNR Calamba, the improvement of the existing operation of Todoban Station to Calamba in the province of Laguna. Going to the aviation industry. The biggest airport projects are the New Manila International Airport and Clark International Airport Expansion Project. Clark International Airport Development Project. The Phase 1 of the 4 phases for the development of Clark International Airport Expansion Project is now completed. The 110,000 square meter terminal building was officially turned over to the Department of Transportation (DOTR) and the Bases Conversion and Development Authority (BCDA) by Megawide GMR Construction Joint Venture on January 22, 2021. The new passenger terminal building now can accommodate 8 million passengers on its opening year, almost tripling the airport's current capacity of 4.2 million to 12.2 million annually. Clark International Airport occupies 2,367 hectares of land inside the Clark-Freeport Zone Civil Aviation Complex. The Phase 2 of the project consists of the second terminal building, which can accommodate up to 22 million passengers with an additional runway. Phase 3 project completions can accommodate up to 80 million annual passengers with completion of the third runway. 4 new terminals are expected to be completed and all will be fully operational by 2025. Upon completion, these 4 terminals will boost Clark's passenger capacity to more than 110 million annually. Meanwhile, the biggest infrastructure project in the Philippines is the new Manila International Airport. As part of San Miguel Aerocity Incorporated, New Manila International Airport is a proposed development project to construct an airport city in Bulacan, north of Manila. The 2,500 hectares airport will complement the air traffic operations at the existing and overly congested Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The Philippine government awarded the 50 years of franchise to San Miguel Corporation for construction, operation, and maintenance of the airport, including the development of an adjacent airport city called the San Miguel Aerocity Incorporated. The new Manila International Airport is part of the envisioned 12,000 hectares of Aerotropolis that features residential zones, commercial districts, government centers, industrial zone. The proposed airport will feature at least 4 runways, expandable to 6, 8 taxiways, and at least 3 terminal buildings. It will have a design capacity of 200 million passengers per year, when fully built, which is about much larger than the current capacity of Naiya. Upon completion, the new Manila International Airport will become the world's second biggest airport, next only to China's Daxing International Airport in Beijing. The first phase of the project will include a terminal building with airside and landside facilities, taxiways, airport toll road, and 2 of the 4 runways, in 5 years. Adding plans to expand to 4 runways 1 year later. Preparatory works is scheduled to commence in first quarter of 2021, with the land development project expected to be completed by the end of 2024, and the partial operability is set in the end of 2025. The biggest bridge project in the Philippines are the Bata and Cavite Interlink Bridge, and the Cebu-Cordova Link Express. The Bata and Cavite Interlink Bridge, also known as the Manila Bay Bridge, is a bridge for construction by the Philippine government. It will be 32.15 kilometers long and will cross over the Manila Bay. The 4-lane bridge will connect the provinces of Bata and Cavite. It will consist of 2 main navigation bridges. The starting point will be located near the Mariveles Freeport area, then 2 cable-stayed bridges called the North Channel Bridge. Main span of 400 meters. And South Channel Bridge, main span of 900 meters, will be constructed, before ending in Cavite. With the marine bridges standing in water as deep as 50 meters. The detailed design engineering phase of the project is expected to be completed in 15 months. The bridge will need to be high enough to allow large ships to pass through, since Manila Bay is a major shipping route accommodated by the Port of Manila. The National Economic and Development Authority (NEDA) approved the bridge project in early 2020 with a budget of 175.7 billion pesos. The implementation of the bridge project is projected to last for 6 years. Meanwhile, Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway (CC-LEX), also known as the Cebu-Cordova Bridge, is a toll bridge expressway under construction in Metro Cebu, Philippines. which will link Cebu City mainland to Cordova in Mactan Island. The bridge will span 8 kilometers and will be the longest and tallest bridge in the Visayas, surpassing the San Juanico Bridge, connecting Leyte and Samar, and the Candaba Viaduct in North Luzon Expressway. The 27-meter wide bridge is meant to serve an alternate route serving the Mactan Cebu International Airport, serving at least 40,000 vehicles daily. The 390-meter-long main span of the CC Lex will be cable-stayed and will be supported by 145-meter-high twin-tower pylons. The design of the pylons was inspired from the historic Magellan's Cross. The main span will have a 51 meters navigation clearance, which allows ships to traverse the bridge. Viaduct approach bridges and a causeway will also form part of the CC Lex, as well as toll road facilities on an artificial island. The toll facilities design is inspired from the 8-rayed sun of the Philippine flag. The 30 billion pesos Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway, CC Lex, hit a 59.68% completion rate as of January, according to Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation. Smart city development. The two most awaited and the biggest urban development in the country is the new Clark City and Clark Freeport Zone Aerotropolis. The proposed metropolis, located 100 kilometers north of Manila, is called New Clark City. With plans to cover 9,450 hectares, it will be bigger than Manhattan and could accommodate as many as 1.2 million people. As part of the Clark Special Economic Zone, it will be administered by Angeles City. Out of 9,450 hectares of the city, only 3,500 hectares will be developed, leaving the rest for green and open spaces, making it as a green city. New Clark City districts. The city layout features lots of open spaces where small parks offer opportunities for recreation, socialization, or solitude. The city also designed to have wide walkways and bike lanes through contiguous neighborhoods in this open space networks. The city features residential block caters to people from all walks of life. The rich variety of housing options, concretizing the city's vision of a mixed community, living in harmony. The Central Park, city's main commercial center, houses the new Clark City's iconic commercial buildings, where banks, malls and a rich variety of businesses were located, which offer a complete range of goods and services. Also in the vicinity are hospitals, government offices, churches, theaters, museums, libraries and community centers. The city will also feature the Innovation District, where diverse institutions will devise industrial solutions, as well as responses to major concerns like climate change and natural disasters. Meanwhile, the industrial hub will cater innovative agricultural and manufacturing enterprises. Nearby agricultural production centers ensure not just abundant food supply, but rich resources for modern agribusiness as well. As a smart metropolis, New Clark City features wide and diverse applications of technology for the benefit of the community. Next is the Clark Freeport Zone Aerotropolis. Clark Freeport Zone is envisioned to be a modern sustainable aerotropolis. This modern city will encourage positive attitudes toward work and leisure, and will provide a conducive environment for businesses and investments to flourish. It is planned to become the highly awaited aerotropolis, or airport-driven city and smart city, in the country. As a potential alternative to Metro Manila, the proposed Clark Freeport Zone will become a city that is a combination of a business center, industrial estate, residential community and leisure destination. It will be divided into 7 districts, which includes the planned Clark Global City as designated District 2, the Southern Gateway District. With its strategic location which is adjacent to the newly constructed New Clark City. The development will also be connected to the upcoming Metro Manila-Clark Railway (NSCR), and the well-connected and frequent BRT services, looping around in the 7 districts. The Northern Gateway District is a transit-driven development and a strategic location for the Grand Central Station, an intermodal transport terminal for train and bus routes. This is the proposed main interchange linking the Clark Freeport Zone to the International Airport, Pampanga Megalopolis and Metro Manila. More than 1.5 million square meters of parks and open spaces. The lungs of the city are allotted for the 7 districts, promoting a good balance between nature and the built environment. Furthermore, the plan provides pedestrian-friendly, bikeable, and well-landscaped streets and elevated pedestrian walkways, shifting the design away from car-centric developments to promote active and public transport modes. Reclaimed urban development in the Philippines. The biggest reclaimed urban development is located within Manila Bay, the Horizon Manila, and the SM New Bay City. Horizon Manila is an upcoming mixed-use planned community to be built on a 419-hectare reclaimed land in Manila Bay. It has been described as the biggest reclamation project in Manila, Philippines. The city built on scratch is mapped into 3 islands, arranged east to west with long faces along the north-south axis, with a 4-kilometer-long canal park as the main connecting feature in between the isles. This urban valley recalls the settlement of Manila along the Pasig River, and bolsters the idea of Manila as a city by the river. The main highlight of the city is the Canal Park, a unique and enriching features that will define the lives of all its residents. The Canal Park not only connects the 3 islands, but also provides Horizon with a public park at its core that stretches all the way to the water's edge, ensuring that Manila Bay Sunset will be always belong to the public. A viaduct with a monorail system allows direct access from Manila to the islands. From the central station, the trackless electric tram system loop around the development, and no place in the island will be more than a 5 minutes walk away from a tram station. All the roads will be tree-lined, and will feature 8-meter wide sidewalks with 3-meter arcades, that ensure shades in any form of weather. The development emphasizes personal mobility with pedestrian and bike lanes, and aims to encourage a car-free lifestyle for more of its residents. Meanwhile, buildings are designed to minimize heat, while the vertical massing creates clustered towers that keep certain areas shaded all day. There will be a wide array of facilities and amenities, to allow a diverse mix of entertainment for its residents, such as pop-up galleries, and a state-of-the-art basketball arena. And most importantly, the sunset view of the Manila Bay is put into consideration as well, ensuring that this city wonder will be enjoyed by people in the vicinity, with little to no impact to viewers from Rojas Boulevard. The next reclaimed urban development is the SM New Bay City. The Philippines, Pearl of the Orient, and Asia's rising tiger, poised for a new beginning. A unique partnership of city governments, national authorities, and a private sector. A vision of 726 hectare of reclaimed land to raise along 9.2 km of Manila Bay shoreline. As a modern masterplan development, creating a premier Asian destination in the Philippines. A collaboration of the people, government and enterprise. In response to fast-growing cities, and rapidly modernizing economy. Designed by local and international planners and engineers. It will provide a new home for 576,000 resident, 924,960 jobs, and 851,666 tourists per year. The reclamation will play an important role in the growth of the region, and in Philippine cities. It's a new dawn for the Philippines. A truly global city. The city of the future. A sustainable city to live, work, learn, and play. Promoting community living for realizing your dreams. A green inclusive city with open spaces. Putting Philippines at par with Hong Kong, Singapore, and Sydney. With world-class transportation network. And a CBD with fast connectivity to the airport and to the metro. The project will be developed with careful consideration of the surrounding natural habitats. The reclamation is designed to international standards to withstand the strongest typhoon waves and surges with an occurrence of once on 1,000 years. Proving soil treatment deployed, considering extreme seismic conditions. Wide canals to accommodate drainage water from the mainland. The project is truly a milestone.
A unique model of collaborative development,
aiming towards greater competitiveness and providing greater opportunities for the people.